Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is National Sports Lee here, and welcome to my 2021 ladder predictions. I am going to make this one quick because this is probably going to be this is probably going to be the last ever time you're going to ever see me upload recently because I'm going to be going to Melbourne on Sunday. No, not Sunday, on Monday, and I won't be here for 2 weeks. So I'm sorry if I'm gonna miss out on round one and round two of the NRL season. I know you guys are pretty upset at me at the moment, but I had to go down to Melbourne for a important reason. It's really personal though. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into my predictions and yeah. So coming in number 16th is going to be the St. George Illawarra Dragons, which it's for obvious reasons. I know that the team is pretty good, but yeah. So the reason why I got the Dragons 16th is because I think that the team isn't good enough to compete with others. Yes, they may have Zach Lomax, and yes, they do have Jack Bird, and Andrew McCulloch. But with the loss of Cameron McInnes, the hooker role ain't looking good, and the 4-pack is just meh. And with the captain Ben Hunt, I think he may be overpressured to get the back moving. And yes, I know they may have potential, which they may have potential to prove me wrong. As the coach said, that they've been training for the last couple of weeks in the off season. But I know I'm not saying it's off from the trial performance, but the coaching is questionable of how they're going to stay consistent during the season, coming up against teams in the last 5 matches against Sharks. Sharks, Cowboys, Seagulls, Knights, and the Eels. So yeah, Ben Hunt really needs to step up this season if he wants his team to find any support of keeping the pace of the attack. Especially with McCulloch in support, which I just don't believe in their team, and also I see a lot of the fans not even believing in them anymore. Which I just feel that the St. George Dragons are just empty. As much as I want to convince me that it's still a top team. I mean, comparing their team to others. I mean, they got Matt Duffy. They got Matt Duffy, but they got Zach Loam. Yeah, it's not the best team. It's just not. And so it comes down with confidence that mostly I'm seeing with them, because they're such a team that they can be really inconsistent. Because at the start, you may never know, they may defeat the Sharks shockingly because they are playing at home, even though Sharks are also playing at Newcastle Jubilee Stadium as well. But if they do lose against Sharks, they usually somehow have a good start of the year, which I don't see them happening because they are facing against some big teams, which the draw is which is really hard. And the Dragons are not going to have a good time, and which they may end up worse than the Broncos as well, with Coronel having the will to step up this season instead of caring about his clothing business. So yeah, I got to drag 16th. In 15th place, I know a lot of Tigers fans are going to be pretty upset with this, but honestly, yeah, I got the West Tigers coming 15th. Yeah, I know you guys are really pissed off at me on the moment, but still, with the loss of Benji Marshall and having that communication, that support play, and also leadership in the team, where it's now lead up to the role for Luke Brooks, which he gets the keys for the role. I just don't know. I don't know how Luke Brooks is going to lead the team in the back, because when I was looking at the team, I thought, hey, they could come 11th, but look at the back with the fullback. The centers, I'm not gonna lie, they're good, and the wingers are pretty good with with Asi Kapoa. He's alright, but they do have David Nofaluma. They got James Roberts there. They got Tommy Talal. Mozambique, we don't know if he's going to play fullback or not. I don't know what the hell he's doing. But the fullback, Adam Duoy, he can go well for the Tigers, but I don't know, man. Like with the sense of Luke Brooks coming in there, I think that the Tigers will go okay, but with the four pack, it's looking alright, but still all they're just adding is just adding depth with the props there. I mean, it did add a new signing, Tom Amon. I'm not sure why, because I think they do have enough depth there. They do have Stefano Yuto Akamau, which we haven't seen him play. Which as a Paramount fan, I only seen like a couple of seconds of him against Newcastle away last year. But I mean, they see so much potential in Tom Amoy, which I think he does have a lot of potential for playing as prop. And but the second rower, Luke Garner and Luciano Leilua won't be bad, but I think with the loss of Chris Lawrence, I think the four pack without him is just missing out that experience and that leadership right there. And I know James Tamal has got experience as well. He won the premiership with the Cowboys in 2015, and he's also going to the grand final last year. But honestly, the Tigers for me, they're looking alright. And like I said, the team is just so over pressure with Luke Brooks in charge, and also Michael Maguire. He's just in my opinion, he's just not a good coach. He's not a great coach in my opinion, because like I don't know how the hell are you going to go better in the season without Benjamin Marshall and Chris Lawrence. It doesn't make sense. Also with the losses of, how was they lost? Also with the losses of Josh Alio, and also the loss of Harry Grant and Robert Jennings, and with Paul Momorowski leaving, I think that the talent right there is just a bit quiet there. But yeah, comparing this team to others, he is pretty close. I do see like potential, but I'm sorry, but without Benjamin Marshall and Chris Lawrence, the leadership, I don't know. I'm not sure if they're going to prove me wrong this season, but I just got the Tigers like basically coming 15th. I could maybe, I'm not sure if I could put them up in 14th or 13th, but the team is the back line is just really questionable with the fullback and Luke Brooks in charge. The centers don't get me wrong. I mean, the 5'8" Billy Waters is also overpressed as well, because I think there's also rumors that this is his last ever year, and he really wants to play for the Broncos as well, because obviously his father, I think is Ken Walters, Billy Waters' father, and like that makes me believe that I'm not sure if he's so passionate or playing for the club, and He obviously he enjoys playing footy, but I mean, if there's like any injuries for him again, and like for the back and for Dane Laurie and who knows, maybe Adam Dewey will get injured and that, like I don't know about the back line. Like it's like it's just I want to believe in it. I know the Tigers can go well, but to be honest, when with the losses of Benji Marshall and Chris Lawrence and Paul Momorowski and Josh Aluai, sorry if I pronounced his name wrong, but yeah, it's just that they're just not a team that they won't get the spoon because no matter how crap or no matter how inconsistent they can be, they won't get the spoon, and yeah, I got the Tigers 15th. I'm sorry if some of you are gonna get peed off, but comparing them to other teams, I think it is kind of fair, but I would like to see like the Tigers prove me wrong though. Alright, so coming in 14th, I got the Brisbane Broncos. This was a pretty tough one because I was like choosing between the Bulldogs and Sharks and the Titans between this one, but I have to go between the Bulldogs there. No, not the Bulldogs. Sorry, the Broncos there. So spoilers for the other teams that are just called out right now, which are going to be placed somewhere above soon. But yeah, I think that the Broncos they got a good side, but the thing is that they got so much teams pressured right now. The back line they need Anthony Milford to step up this season, and then Corey Oates to step up the season. I'm not sure about Brody Koff. He has been changed another side to for the Paramaeus match, which is going to get up against my team next week, and it's just that he's moving Brody Croft to who's he moving to? Yeah, I don't know about Brody Croft, but he said that he could be in the role for halfback, but it looks like that he's going to be changed for the Paramaeus match, and yeah, I think yeah, but anyway, that's not the main reason. But overall, I think Kevin Walters will slightly improve in the team, but with the injuries like Tony Staggs and Payne Haas, I think Tony Staggs, both of these players such as Payne Haas and Tony Staggs not only have been injured, but they also have been having some off dramas, which as I'm a fan of Tony Staggs, I was a bit upset, and I'm a bit just a bit disgusted that Tony Staggs just did that as like a role model, and like you know these NRL players these days. It just I just honestly like these NRL players like off field that really need to learn stuff. But anyway, getting back to the predictions, I just think that Tony Staggs just doesn't show any motivation in the edges, and with the centers like Tessie Newell, let's see, Dale Copley, and like Corey Oates in the wing. Like I get that they got Xavier Coates and got Herbie Farmworth in the wings, but I'm sorry to say that without Tony Staggs, it's just the edge support play is just not the best, and Yeah, because like I said, like Herbert Farmoff and like Xavier Coates, they're pretty young players, and I know that they're pretty good. They got so much potential in them. But yeah, the back line, like it's just pretty young, and like a lot of people expect this team to be pretty good, but like the fullback Jermaine Sarko is alright with Jesse Arthurs in there, David Mead in the interchange, but like look at the full pack. The hooker, it's not the best with Jake Turpin. I mean the props to Via Pena Jr. and Matthew Lodge. I think the best one so far for me is that they they can do well, but I'm not sure about Matthew Lodge with Payne Haas. I'm missing round one, but I I just but by looking at Payne Haas's performance from last year, I'm not sure if he's going to improve in the forward pack, but I think he's only out for one round, so and yeah, I think he will come back in a couple rounds, but still Payne also needs to step up for the full pack this season, and if he doesn't, then I think the Broncos will somehow fall with the full pack, and also um, yeah, just look at the full pack. It's not really the best, to be honest. I mean, the second row is Alex Glenn and John Ricky. Yeah, it's the full pack is not it's not the best in my opinion. The back line, they really need to have players like Anthony Milford, and Corey Oates and like Bro Coates to go well this season, and also Jermaine Sarko really needs to communicate with his team, if he really needs to keep them motivated with Katone Staggs out of there, and yeah, it'll be pretty interesting for the Broncos to get in there. But like the reason why I'm going like still down here, even though there's so much potential, is because you got to remember that this side is a pretty young side, and I heard in the commentary that in a couple of years they may be somewhere up there in the top eight, and I don't think they're really near the top eight at the moment after so many players going such as Darius Boyd, um, who else James Segreago is out of there. Jack Bird is out of there. I think Jack Bird or yeah. I think Jack Bird's out of there. Who else? Who else? Oh yeah, Corey Parker was another player back in 2015, and also like you got and also like I we definitely don't see him getting the spoon, but I don't see him improving a lot, such as like, oh yeah, near this, yeah, the potential. Nah, they're gonna struggle this season, like about 50-50, but overall I think they will get some winnable games in their hands, but like competing with the bottom eight with other teams like the Sharks, the Bulldogs, um, the Knights, the Cowboys, the Seagulls, like it's just they're just not prepared to be able to go to that next stage, which I think the Broncos are going to take some baby steps over here, and yeah, I got the Broncos coming in 14th. Um, I'm sorry for any Broncos fans that are going to get upset, but this is the truth right now, and I know your team. Oh, we're the Broncos. We're the most successful club. I mean, like this is a pretty young side, as I said again. So don't don't expect them to be somewhere struggling at the same form as they were last season. Not badly, but at least somehow they'll get the pressure out of them pretty good. But yeah, the Broncos will change the season. They definitely won't come last, but they definitely won't come near the top eight in my division. So yeah, for me, it's the Brisbane Broncos coming in 14th. Okay, I've got the next team up, and this is a pretty hard one. Um, so, ooh, I think I have to go with the Canberra Bankstown Bulldogs here, as this is pretty hard. I mean, comparing other teams that I have in the bottom eight, the back line is pretty good. The forward pack, it's all right, but it's not. I'm just really worried of how Trent Barrett is gonna deal with the full pack this season, because like a lot of people are saying that he's overpressured this season. I thought he came from the Panthers and also his time with the Seagulls. It wasn't really the best though. And he did alright the Seagulls, but obviously like I think that I think that Barrett will somehow improve in the Dogs team, but not by much, as they did finish 15th, and I do predict them to only go two places up. I know the back line with Cole Flanagan coming in, Nick Kotrick and wing, Jalen Ockenball, I think he returns, Daniel Welesnak going fullback, Christian Crichton, Corey Allen fullback. Look, the back line is good, but the halfback, the 5'8". I'm not sure he's going to be 5'8". I think it's Nick Meading. I'm not sure he's going to be 5'8". I haven't really gone into it because I had to get this video out today. As you guys know, I got like a birthday. No, not a birthday party. I got like a party on tomorrow that I really need to help out with, and yeah, I had to like get this all done today. Even though it's not the best presentation, not the best preparation, but I had to do this redo because I was not confident with my last one, and yeah, so yeah, the forward pack for me, it's just Dylan Napa, Jeremy Marshall King, so Guitar Hooker. It's alright, but the props though, yeah, with Jack Horton, with Josh Jackson, I the four pack's fine, but like I do see him like improving, but I don't see him like going near the top 8 as they were like in 2019, because like this is still like kind of a young team for me. I know the back line will somehow like like it will improve like in some ways. Like this is really tough to predict though, between the other two teams I have coming up. That it was pretty hard, but like the Bulldogs like play is the thing that I'm really concerned about. Is that the one playing smart footy last year, and I really want to see him like coming in with that, and I really want to see how the 4-pack does. I mean, the 4-pack is not bad, but I don't think it's near top 8 though, but it is good. But yeah, at least that the Bulldogs will get some improvement. And it's kind of like well, it's not like Broncos, but it's kind of like how the Titans have at the moment, and yeah, there's a lot of pressure on Trent Barrett to improve in this team, and I hope he does well for the Bulldogs, but yeah, I got the Bulldogs sitting in what is it? Yeah, 13th. I put them. So the next team I got is a pretty tough one. I was choosing between two teams that I will say the other team up in 11th place, but another team that I got that a lot of people have got in the top 8 for some weird reason, because they think that they're so quality and I think that they really need to look at the specifics more with the forward pack and the back line as well. Um, especially with halfback, and I think you all know who that is. That is going to be the Gold Coast Titans. Now, before you start like getting jealous and say, I heard that you were going to put the Titans 8. Yeah, before, but then when I looked at them specifically at the team, it to me it's not top 8 material. I mean, as much confidence I want to put them, at least they're not 13th or 14th, because I know some people, I know a lot of critical people towards this team are putting them that low, but I don't think that they're going to be that low. I still think that the team is decent, but it's not it's not as decent as near the top 8. And so to point in that case, this team is not top 8 material. So please get that out of your head, because the Gold Coast Titans are just overhyped. And I'm sorry if I'm going to upset any Titans fans, but as much as I want to say, the Titans are just a team that they defeated the teams from outside of the 8 in nine games in a row, and and yes, they may have defeated the Knights, but let's be honest, like the Knights weren't really good that season, and even at the end, because the Knights were like Sharks, for example, where they had good roster, they had good roster, and they were pretty good against South until they were just so inconsistent, and like I think the Gold Coast Titans will go well, the team is just mid at the moment, as it's a little mid high, but it's not like mid low, so that's good, but I do see them missing out the finals. As much I want to see them in the top 8, but like look at the backs though. They do have a lot of decent players, like they've got AJ Brimson, they got Anthony Don, Brian Kelly is alright, Corey Thompson will be a good winger for them. Jamal Fogarty will be a good halfback for them. But the thing is about the back line is, the big question is that Ashley Taylor, can he lead his team towards near the finals? And I think he won't, because I think he's going to be over pressured. And who knows? He's been injured, I think, a couple of times. Although I think he's been injured once, but I think if he gets injured again, Ashley Taylor, I think there'll be other options. Maybe Tanner Boyd will come in there, but other than that, if you want to say with Ashley Taylor saying, oh yeah, he's gonna do well, no, I don't. I think he's gonna get over pressured. Kind of like how Nathan Cleary is, and I think that the halfback for me is that he's not if he doesn't lead the pace for the attack, such as finding opportunities in space. I don't think that the Titans attack will not be really consistent. But the edges of the Titans are pretty good, but the support play really needs to be there to keep the pace up. Otherwise, the Titans will go inconsistent, and they will fail the game plan against big teams. Like for example, they may get a shocking win against Knights again, or even Sea Eagles, as we've seen them defeat them away for some weird reason. Titans won back-to-back wins at Brookvale for some weird reason. I don't know why, but yeah, to go up against other teams like the Eels, the Raiders, the Storm, the Rabbitohs, and the Panthers. They do. They do. They do a little bit good against the Panthers. They actually nearly defeated the Panthers last year. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, if they if Asher Taylor cannot keep the support play of the 4 pack with this, I don't see them just going near the top 8. And like I said, like you may say, oh yeah, because they defeated they got 9 wins in a row. Like who cares, because they don't defeat the teams outside the 8. I mean, I want to see how they're doing. I want to see how they're going to do with other teams who sign some good players this year. Because like you never know, like they may go so good, but it is footy at the end of the day, and the coach, I don't know how the coach is just going to deal with that type of game playing against those top 8 teams, which I think that the Goga Titans coach is just, it's not the best for me. I know they got I know they got Mel. I know the assistant coach is Melbourne Inga, but I don't see him going that great at the moment, near the top 8. And with the 4 pack though, I do see David Vita going well, but I don't think he's going to go that well because he had a pretty off season last year. Kevin Proctor, I in 2019 I rated this guy as the worst ever NRL player to ever play in the season. And in 2020 he actually improved. So in 2021 I expect some big things as him for the captain. And Joe Wallace is another fantastic prop that I think he'll be a good 4 pack for the Titans there. And Mitchell Wynn really needs to step up as hooker this year, and I'm not sure how he's gonna go in the 4 pack there. And yeah, and obviously with Tino Fasamului, sorry if I pronounced his last name wrong. I think he's gonna go well. A lot of people say that he's gonna drop his form. No, I don't think he. Well, I think he'll go pretty good at the Titans, as they are starting to build up some relationship there at the Titans somehow. Even though it's a place for players to for like retirement, but I just see like Tino Fasamului having the same set. I think he will go well for the Titans there. As the 4 pack it's not looking bad, but overall I do see a lot of potential for this team going forward, because they may prove me, Nick from Australia, and also Aaron Vids are 9-0 wrong. And also comparing this team to the 2016 team, like they are a team to somehow go to have something like that. But compare the team in 2016, I can see why a lot of people don't see him as top 8 material, because there's so many big names in the Gold Coast Titans 2016 squad. As in the 2016 squad, as I go up right now, for the fullback, for Titans right now, they got AJ Brimson, and for the Titans player 2016 was Jared Hayne, which I think he was pretty good there. He was a bit off because he just came back from the NFL, and he was a little bit unfit there, but yeah, he wasn't bad, but I think that AJ Brimson and Jared Hayne are both pretty good fullbacks. And yeah, winger David Mead, and comparing that team to Corey Thompson. They still have David Mead there. Actually, do they? No. Yeah, they don't have David Mead. Sorry. Yeah, he left there, and yeah, I think that David Mead was a pretty good winger. for the Broncos there. As the wingers there, they got Corey Fomsey. He's not bad there, but I think like wingers like Anthony Don is pretty good. Philip Samuel is a good winger for the Titans, but I don't see him as like high quality as what the Titans had in 2016. The centers they had Josh Hoffman, which for the Titans they do have some good centers here. As yeah, actually no, comparing that to Brian Kelly, Josh Hoffman is a better player than that. And he's a better player than Patrick Herbert. I'm not sure how Patrick Herbert will go. I haven't seen him play because I don't watch it many times footage because of busyness and that. But they do got time Peach, and I think he's gonna improve though. And they do have Philip Sammy in the centers that they can also play, and yeah. But like it's just the time straightforward. They've got Josh Hoffman, and also they got Connor Hurl as well, which it's not a fantastic centre for the Titans. And yeah, the winner they got Liam McDonald, and the Titans, do they still have Liam McDonald? I forgot. No, they don't have Liam McDonald anymore. I think he was pretty good back in the day, and yeah, the 5'8" they had Tyron Roberts, and the 5'8" for the Titans is Asher Taylor, and comparing Asher Taylor to Tyron Roberts, I think Tyron Roberts is much more better 5'8" than Asher Taylor, as like the support play that Tyron Roberts has, like he has so much experience for the Titans. As Asher Taylor was playing a halfback, though I think Asher Taylor back then was good, but now his form has dropped. I'm not gonna lie, his form has dropped. The forwards though for the prop was Luke Douglas. He was alright, but I don't think he's better than he was. I think the Titans props are much more better than Luke Douglas. Hooker Nathan Peets. The hooker as it got right now. Mitch Wen. I think they've released Nathan Peets right now, and yeah, Nathan Peets wasn't a bad hooker back then in 2016, but yeah, he wasn't the best because like his form did drop when he left Paramount because of the whole salary cap breach there, and yeah. Ryan James, I think he's at the Raiders. I think. Yeah, I think he's at the Raiders. I'm pretty sure, right now. Yeah, he's at the Raiders. He's at the Raiders right now. Ryan James, as like I think like him as prop compared to others like David Vita. David Vita's not bad. No, not defeat. Comparing it to other props like to Gerald Wallace, he's pretty good, but like let me see other players. Greg Berg. Okay. All right. So the forward pack the backs comparing it to right now, I think there are some players in there that the Titans don't have what they have in 2016, which it basically tells you that the Titans they're not top 8 material, and plus with the pressure of Asher Taylor either getting injured and also getting support play, it's going to be a season for them if they can do that. And the forward pack. Kevin Proctor really needs to communicate with his team. Joe Wallace will be a good prop for them, but with David Vita right there and with the hooker Mitch Wen, I just can't see him like going near. Even though they got Tino, Tino isn't really enough. And if you were going to put Cameron Smith in there, I don't think that it will go that well. I know that may sound outrageous, but obviously like, what do you expect? Do you really even expect the Cameron Smith to come to the Gold Coast Titans? Like honestly, like he's not one of those players who's so desperate to get more time to show his career extended. He got his moment at the Storm, and please, obviously that's the case. He can't come to the Titans. I mean, he can't. He obviously can't go to the Broncos right now since the transfer window is about to close, and will anytime soon. But yeah, I think I got the Titans 12th as a point right now. Yeah, I got him 12th right now. As that was a pretty long discussion of them putting 12th. But hey, let's move on. And yeah, sorry to any Titans fans, but please don't get upset. As I said, I really want to let them prove me wrong. But the team at the moment, it's not quality, it's not top quality, and yeah, let's move on. Alright, so in 11th place, I was pretty debatable that this team could have come 15th, and I said, and then I looked at it again and said, maybe it's a little bit not great, but they do have experience with the forwards though, and the backs is pretty good. And I do have confidence in this team doing well, but they are gonna get out of the top 8 and go a little bit down. And if you haven't guessed it right now, it is coming in at number 11th is the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks. And what I think of this team is that I thought this team was a bit meh, but looking at the backs, the fullback with John, the fullback is kind of questionable actually, with William Kennedy. I don't rate him as a really good fullback. No, he's not that bad though, but compared to other fullbacks, he's all right. And with the centers of the wingers in there, which I think they're absolute beast. Sione Katoa and Ronaldo Militalo, they're absolutely just beasts. These two wingers, and they're just top quality. And also coming to centers with Jesse Raymond, which is another good center, and also with Josh Dugan. I think that this team is still got a good back line, and until like we get into the 5'8", the 5'8", for me, I think J.K. Williams should be in the role than Matt Moylan, because I think that Matt Moylan for me is just overrated, and he's not good how he used to be, and I think he'll not be great as he used to be, and he's just trash in my opinion, Matt Moylan, and but I think J.K. Williams, who was a former New South Wales Cup player, I think putting him in 5'8" will be pretty good for the Sharks, and I think showing that support play and the kicking game as well will be pretty good for J.K. Williams, and but there is one player that really needs to step up this season, and a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, he's good in this and that," and I'm sorry. I know you may hate for this, me. I know you may hate for me for this, Sharks fans, but Sean Johnson really needs to step up this season. He's just overrated in my opinion as a halfback. I mean, he's not really that overrated. He's overall good, but I just think that the Sharks, they really rely on him. I mean look at what they had against the Raiders in the last round. I mean, without Sean Johnson, they did come back to Sharks. It did show some courageous moments there, but I think that with relying on Sean Johnson too much, the halfback position will be a bit will be a bit pressured, and to put them in the top 8, I don't think they're going. I don't think they're going to do it this time. But I think that Chad Townsend. Sorry if I'm stuttering at the moment. I just really need to get this done. As he will go well this season. I have started watching his vlogs. I haven't watched his recent vlog with the trial match. As he's pretty fit. Chad Townsend. As I think he'd go well for a halfback, and yeah, like he'll do pretty good support play for the back line right there, and yeah, but we also got like other halfback choices such as Connor Tracy and Braden Trendall, and yeah, the back line for the Sharks is actually pretty good. As for the forwards, they got a new signing, Aidan Tolman, who just came from the Canberra Bankstown Bulldogs, and also like the forward pack is pretty well experienced with Wade Graham. I know a lot of people said that he's getting old, and he's not really that fit anymore. I think that he may be overpressured with the forward pack there, but he does show some experience there, and with Andrew Fita getting fit, I think that Andrew Fita will go well, and alongside with Aaron Woods, Aidan Tolman, and with Toby Rudolph, which is another good prop, by the way, and yeah, and like they got so many good players in the forwards here that they got some experience here, and yeah, like the hooker Blake Brayley is okay. It's not like the best, but he is great at sometimes. And yeah, but the second row, such as second row is Jack Williams is a very good second rower. And alongside with White Graham is alright. Above the look, Billy Magalius, Billy Magalius is an alright look. I haven't really watched him play for the Sharks, but I think that the Sharks will go okay. And I think that they will definitely miss out the top 8. They do somehow have a good roster, but I do have a feeling with the whole coaching with John Morris is just going to put them a few places down, especially with other teams that they're going to stay consistent against. I don't think that they're gonna be courageous by pushing themselves up in top 8, because it's not going to happen for me. They are a good side, the Sharks, and yeah, for me the Sharks are going to finish 11th place. Now, 10th place is a team that that a lot of people put them 8, especially Entertain House. I want to spell where he put him, but he put his team really high, as he said it was his smoky team. And if you do know smoky team, it is of course the Newcastle Knights. So this is a team that I really don't think will get in the top 8, because with the whole fiance thing going on. I think that the Newcastle Knights still got a good team. I'm not saying that shit. I feel like that the Newcastle Knights team, they haven't really signed. I mean, they signed Blake Green, and Tyson Frizzell, but the team feels the same, because, as you guys may not know this, Blake Green and Kale Ponga, they're both out injured. I'm not sure when they're gonna play. They said like out for a few months, and that's gonna be a big problem for the Knights there, as I have heard rumors that Tex Hoy will take him fullback for Kale Ponga, which they'll put a lot of pressure on on Texoy right there. And the back line with Mitchell Pearce not being captain is a bit questionable, because I have watched Nick from Show's video where he said that I think Mitchell Pearce not being captain is just a bad option, and I think he is. I do disagree, because yes, he may have not been his best last season, but I think that if he was a captain, I think he really needs to step up, especially with the whole off-season incident happening lately. And I think that Mitchell Pearce, if he isn't captain, he still needs to show that he really cares about the club, and also about like the backline as well. As I think that the Newcastle Knights they will have a challenging season, and it's going to be pretty interesting of how they're going to challenge teams on the top 8, and especially in the bottom 8, as we've all seen them got absolutely smashed by the Titans. As it does leave some questions, but they did get close to the South. So, but I think that was a moment that was so courageous, because they wanted to at least prove everyone wrong, saying, hey, we're in the top 8. We're going to defeat the South, and we're the underdogs for this match, as they did in the first half. But in the second half, they were pretty inconsistent. As like Mitchell Pearce will make up excuses and about this and that, which I think there were some rough calls against the Knights, but that I didn't really get them robbed. So yeah, the back line is looking pretty questionable at the moment, with the fullback there and also the 5'8" in questions as well. So 5'8" will be Kurt Mann, but I don't know how the Knights are gonna go with Tex Hoy in fullback and Kurt Mann in 5'8", but like and especially with the captain with the Newcastle Knights at the moment, it is pretty questionable who's going to be captain. Some people may say it's going to be Jaden Brayley, David Clemmer, Tyson Brazil, Mitch Barnett. Some people are saying maybe Daniel Saifiti, I believe. And yeah, like it's just pretty questionable of who's going to be the captain for the Knights, and yeah, because like the coach Adam O'Brien will do well for the Knights, but he won't get him like near the top 8 this time, as a lot of people are saying that for Tyson Rizzo in the 4-pack is going to do well, and I think he will do well, but like I don't know, like he's a guy, like he's a guy that really needs to get used to it, especially coming off with a crap performance against with the Dragons, and I don't know how he's going to go in the season, and I think he'd go well, but I don't see him like getting so much support play for the forwards though. I know it's tough, and I know he's a New South Wales representative, but I don't know about him just keeping it consistent with his errors and his ball handling as well. So yeah, but I do have Jaden Brayley coming in hooker, and I think him coming back will be pretty interesting to see of how he will go in the season. Downside for they got Colin Winston and David Clemmer in there, Chris Randall, Brody Johns, and like they got the 4-pack is pretty good. They got Mitchell Barnett, Lachlan Fitzgibbon. Sorry to pronounce the last name wrong. And yeah, the 4-pack is pretty good. But I'm just pretty interested and pretty concerned about how Tyson Rizzo is going to keep the support play of the 4-pack this season. And yeah, I think that the Newcastle Knights, for me, they got a good team, and they won't go like so much at the bottom with the whole incident happening. But I do have the Newcastle Knights finishing in 10th place, and it's going to be a really challenging season for the Newcastle Knights. As let's move on. So the next one is a really hard one to predict, and this is a big call. Now, I was looking at the team online, and it was pretty close, and I gotta say, I may get proven wrong. All right. Okay, here we go. Coming in number 9, I've got the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. Yep, I got the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles just missing on the finals because I feel like that having Tom Tavorovich out of the fullback is going to either benefit themselves like from missing out the 8 just, and I think that's gonna possibly cost them, because I am worried that the Seagulls, they do have a good back, they do have a good full back, but I'm just worried that a lot of teams are gonna try and make sure that they can expose them in the back from the fullback, and like I'm just like, I know they got a good back and I know they got good forwards, but I just feel like that the Sea Eagles, for me, losing Tom Tavorovich, is that, last season they lost Tom Tavorovich, and Daly Cherry Evans was like under pressure, and that's why everyone's saying, oh, he's so great. No, it's because like he was under pressure, and like everyone was like relying on him, and also like Dylan Walker was like injured a couple times, I believe, and also the winger also with Ruben Garrick is okay, but the thing is, if they had like George Tafua like making some big hits, making big impact on the edges, I think George Tafua will get in there and get smacked, but I think Ruben Garrick still has that form. It's just last year it wasn't his year, but I do think that that he will get it, or maybe he'll be replaced by Tavia Fanua, and so. But like other than that, like the combination of the backs, such as like Dylan Walker and Moses Silly, is fantastic, and also with the combination possibly with Josh Sharp and Ruben Gary is also amazing. And even putting the icing cake on top of that cake is Daly Cherry Evans and Kieran Foyne, the two best OGs of the club, and yeah. But the thing, but obviously the thing that like puts a knife through that cake is losing Tom Tavorovich, and I don't know what's going to be a fullback, and they really need a fullback immediately, because this is really important, because I'm just worried that they could get exposed somehow by other teams, and they won't be that dangerous. I mean, a lot of teams are gonna figure out how they're gonna do this when when Seagulls Des Hasler is going to be able to get them working, and to be able to get them in like positions to be able to be fit, and just get out there and do the role, and yeah, it's just really worrying for those players to go out there and do the best, while the fullback won't be supporting them, and it won't for me. It's just that defense in the middle. The defense, like the fullback, it's just that I get I get that Jason Sharp will get the try of the year, but I'm sorry, man, but I just feel like that. Like, if there's no fullback, then it's just gonna look pretty ugly for the Seagulls, in my opinion, and not pretty ugly, but I'm saying that it may cost them the finals. Like I'm thinking, I'm thinking I'm putting them at 8, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, and that may just put Daly Travens under pressure. But maybe Kieran Foran can possibly pick him up. I don't know, and this is a really tough call to say, and yeah. All right, we'll go to the next one. I got this Manawinga Seagulls just finishing in 9th. I may regret doing this. I'll put him in 9th, but for now, I'm just worried about the defense in the middle with the fullback, and I don't know. I mean the pack is top 8 material. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't know. It's really hard. It's really hard to say. And also with George to feel. I don't know about like Ruben Garrick, but with Jason Saab in there, it's gonna be a pretty much an up and down season for the Seagulls. I think they're gonna start coming down. I think there's gonna be this motivation story that may come up, but I don't know. I don't know yet what's gonna happen to Seagulls, because there are plenty of teams that really wanna finish on a high for someone, and that's pretty much going to be the next team in the top 8. So yeah, Manawinga Seagulls 9th. Okay, so here is my top 8 now. So the teams that I haven't announced yet is the Warriors, the Cowboys, the Eels, the Raiders, the Panthers, the Roosters, the Storm, and the Rabbitohs. To all those teams that are just called out, congratulations, your teams are in the top 8, and let's see where I put in them. So coming in number 8 is going to be the New Zealand Warriors, and the reason why I have this, because yes, they are in Australia, and yes, a lot of people are saying that they may be pressured, and yes, they don't. Yes, Wade Egan. Sorry. Yes, and Wade Egan is injured until for about like 9 rounds, I believe, and actually he's expected to return to round 2, which is it's good, and I think for now to whoever who can fill in the hooker position, I seen some Warriors for next channel who can fill in the hooker position, and I think that Ko Nikarima can fill in the hooker position, because I've seen many people in the comment section said that Ko Nikarima, a long time ago, who played for the Broncos, played hooker, and he was like pushing in some spaces, and that can be a real danger for the opponent. And I have to agree, because if they could put Ko Nikarima in hooker, and I think that the team's going to be pretty dangerous, and obviously the forward pack with Adam Fanua-Blake coming in, Pili Hiku, Toru Harris, David I'm reading the backs right now. Sorry, the forwards are Adam Fanua-Blake. You got Toru Harris in there. You got Kanan Evans in there. Bailey Sorensen, Lisa Katoa, Jazz Tavanga, and he, but and you also got Jermaine to Noah Brown as well. But he is a very close call between this team and the Sea Eagles, because I was. It's like the same thing. Like the Warriors, they don't, they missing hooker, which it's a big dangerous, which it's a big dangerous situation for them, because the hooker is a really important position that they need to have to get into the top 8, and for me, like, if Cody Nicarima can actually do his can actually fill in that role and actually do the tasks that he needs to do to be able to make opportunities for the team, even for himself, especially when keeping the pace of the game up, and obviously the kicking game as well, and also the pace of the game, is that if he can do that, I think that the Warriors can be able to sneak in just in the top 8 and just survive, and like they do have RTS, and I think that the New Zealand Warriors, they really want to end Roger Sheck on the high, and I think that the New Zealand Warriors, since they are at home, they're gonna do it again. They're gonna get used to it, and they're gonna fight for it this time. And I think that the New Zealand Warriors are gonna have no problems here whatsoever, because like they were struggling one time in 2019 at the home ground, and I know that they may not be the greatest. Yes, I know they're away from New Zealand, but like the records away were actually pretty good in 2019 and also 2020 as well, when they came here, and like obviously they firstly smashed the Dragons. What else they did? They smashed the Sea Eagles as well, and it's just that I think that the New Zealand Warriors are going to just get into the top 8 and do it for Roger Sheck before he leaves rugby union, and because like thinking about it right now, like the West Tigers wanted to get into to finish it close through the 9th in this. Now I know it's not related to the 8. I know, but like the Tigers wanted to finish it high for the 9th against the Eels, and they were so courageous against them. But like the side is just, it wasn't good enough, honestly, and yeah. But look at the Warriors side. The backs is pretty good. The forwards, it's a bit questionable with the hooker and that, and also with the second row is all right. The lock is good, but it's comparing that to Seagulls. I know that they got this and that, but without fullback, as I said again, I don't know who's going to fill that fullback, but I do know that since they don't have a proper hooker, I think Cody Nicarima is the proper one for the Warriors. And yes, this is going to be a big call because I have so much belief in the New Zealand Warriors, and it was a massive call for me, and so I've got the New Zealand Warriors in 8. Coming in number 7 is the North Queensland Cowboys, Nick Australia's team, and a lot of people actually didn't expect this team to be in the top 8, but looking at it, but you guys gotta like remember, like this team has been in the final series for so many times now. I know they've been pretty off in the last few seasons, but I think with when coming in, we're coming with a new coach. I think this is going to be a new era just getting into the top 8 just. And I think that Todd Payton is going is going to do a good job for them to get in the top 8 just. And the backs is pretty good. The forward is pretty good as well. Jason Tamalo is good. Like absolutely amazing, and I hope he leads the team towards the finals as well. You also got like experience like players such as Jake Granville in there for hooker. You also got Michael Morgan 5'8" as well, and you also got like Valentine Holmes, which I think he can play fullback, and you could put Hamiso Tabai Fido in the wing. Because like he's absolutely just amazing in the wing, and we all seen his performance against the Storm and also the Panthers. Like he was just absolutely amazing, and like with the sense with Eastern Masters, Kyle Felt, wing, and also like Nick told me that the Kyle Felt can be a possibility to get the top try scorer this year. And like you got Scott Drinkwater in there, and Jay Clifford for halfback. He's alright. And yeah, like the Cowboys for me, like I think like everyone's like forgetting that the Cowboys are like a really experienced team that won the premiership in 2015. Yes, I know the Sharks won the premiership in 2016, but look at the team right now. I think they're going to pretty much redeem themselves after having an embarrassing performance at the new stadium, and I just think that the North Queensland Cowboys can be able to potentially come 7th. And I know that may sound crazy, because I know a lot of people to this team, to them it's not really the best, but I think that they're going to redeem themselves, and yeah, I think that this team could possibly gain into 7th place, and yeah, I mean, like I said before, like they've got some experienced players in there that they can do. I mean, they've got some youngsters in there that I think that they can. Fuck, I can't. Oh, it's. I mean, once again, I got a really tough one here, and yeah, I got the Cowboys coming in number 7th for me. Okay, so coming in number 6 is that this team everyone's been predicting this team to come at the same position as I'm doing right now, and a lot, and I know a lot of you are gonna know this, and yes, it is indeed my team, the Parramatta Eels. So the reason why I put my team, the Parramatta Eels, in number 6 is that I got a mixed feeling with the back right here. The forward for me is pretty good. You know, we got Isaiah Papali, look, he can be on the bench there. Nathan Brown, we've got Reed Kevin Gillard, we've got June Polo, and he's back much more fitter this time. Thanks to the boxing match, which it just benefited himself to get fitter, which surprise, huh? And obviously we got Ray Money, and I know a lot of you people are gonna say, oh, what if he gets injured? So yeah, maybe he'll get injured, but if he does, then I think he'll back. I think Joe Lusick, which I really like to play, by the way. I think he'll back him up, and yeah, I think he'll have a good season as well. And you know, we got like second rows like Ryan Madison, and we got the big Sean Lane Train as well, and we also got Ray Stone lock from the bench as well. Kip Hicray. I know we got Ratinic Corey injured as well, which is kind of a bit on a downfall for the bench, but Um, at least like um, at least like we signed some good players for the depths, and yeah. So and we also got who also got to who from the Bulldogs to fight. I've I forgot his name, but oh yeah Lua Tafai. I forgot his name, but yeah I think that the Parramatta Eels for me a back is a mixed bag. You know, we Waka Blake for me. He's just an overrated centre for me. He's just not the best as well. Even keeping it like really consistent, trying to keep it consistent in the finals, and also like for me to see it this year, I can't see it happening, man. Like honestly, this man really needs to wake up to himself, and if he doesn't, then I think I think that Tom Opacek should be able to replace him, because like I'm not saying that because he scored a try in the trials. I'm saying that Tom Opacek looks like a really talented player that cannot make mistakes, and I think he'll be pretty good in the centre. Tom Opacek, and yeah. Um, Marcus Sivo as well. I know. Once again, I'm not trying to relate. I'm not trying to get us off. I'm not trying to say he's good because obviously of his performance from the trials, but what I did see and what I did get out of it, and what makes me want to expect and be concerned and want to be intrigued about is that his catches from his catches I see in the trial have been improved, and once again I'm not saying that he's going well because he did this in the trial. What I'm saying is that if he can improve his catches from last year, I think Mike Seaver can be able to slowly prove the Devils wrong, and I think he can get back to his usual form, which I think we really need right now, because Seaver last year in the first half of the season he was actually pretty amazing. He was actually his return against the Broncos. His performance was a bit cringe when he just passed it to no one, which I remember the moment was pretty cringe. But hey, it's been a couple weeks since he had footy, so he started getting the match into it. Then he scored an amazing try against the Broncos, which was absolutely amazing. It's what he does best, and yeah, I think Marcus Seaver for me is going to improve a lot from last season, and yeah, and now I think Dylan Brown is going to step up from the season as well, along with Hay Dunster in the centres. Hay Dunster really needs to focus on his role for the centres, because that's a really important role that we are struggling at the moment, especially with defence, with Blake Ferguson and also with Sivo alongside. As I also want to see Ferguson improved as well, because I have seen his defence against the Melbourne All Stars improved a bit. So I'm expecting him to do that in this season, and if he can, then maybe Sivo and Ferguson and Hay Dunster. And all the people will say, "Oh yeah, Sivo and that they're so amazing. Oh my god, they're still gonna do this and that." And yeah, I think that they're going to be that they may improve or not, but we'll wait and see. But the most important player that really needs to step up for Parramatta, which I in my opinion, he is so overrated, this guy, and I think this guy is absolutely just worse than Nathan Cleary. Yes, you guessed it, it's Mitchell Moses. Now this guy really needs to step up season, because I am absolutely not pleased of what I've seen him against Souths. Missing a bloody kick in front of a fucking post to be able to keep that momentum. When you missed it, you lost that momentum easily by by missing a penalty goal right in front of your face, right in front of your eyes. How can you miss that? Because explain to me how the fuck you're the first ever try scorer at Banquist, and you missed that in the most important, like everyone was like relying. I know. It was like pressure, and that may have got to him. I have no clue if it was cocky. I have no idea what the hell this man does, because honestly, I don't like the problem. The problem is with this man. He can be so consistent at times. I have seen his amazing tries that he can do a pretty good kicking game, somewhat, but well, in the first half of the season, but in the second half of the season he was just pretty quiet, and to be honest, Dylan Brown did absolutely just a much more better job kicking game than him, because like he just loves hogging the ball and just like kicking it well, while Moses he can get like more meters than what he can that he can convert, like even like I don't get it with Moses. I don't get why he doesn't take the second half of the season like seriously. Like doesn't seem like he gets cocky. I don't know, man, because honestly, I hope this man really step up the season, and if he doesn't, then Paramount may even drop even lower than 6, because we really need to get that execution from the halfback from Moses, and like if we can't do that, man, like we're just gonna struggle scoring points just like we were last season, and all we're just gonna do is just like defend, and then we're gonna get tired, and then we're gonna somehow be inconsistent again, and then teams like South Sydney, Storm, freaking Seagulls at Rookie are going to expose us, and that's the thing I don't want to see again, because honestly, like for fuck's sake, Paramount, it's been 35 years since we last won a premiership. Get your act together. I know that we're not going to get past through the semi-finals, but at least get into the preliminary finals, so that you can show me a sign that next year that there is hope. So yeah, I got the Eels coming in 6. So coming in number 5 for me is going to be the Sydney Roosters. Now a lot of people are going to say, what the hell? This team's such a high quality side. Well, they have not only lost Cole Flanagan, but they have also lost. They also have lost Boy Connor, which he got injured by. He got injured during he's got a jaw injury. No, he's got a concussion, and they also have Billy Smith, which is the center, also like out, but it doesn't mean that much. Now, a lot of people may have it in the top 4 because of Joseph Sawali. Oh my God, he's so amazing. No, he's the guy barely did anything with the North Sydney Bears, and he's at a young age that we don't know what he's actually made of, and to be honest, like I think it's a bit of a risk to put over in the Roosters that early, because I think that Joseph Sawali, he's just a bit overrated in my opinion, and they also have look, I know the Roosters, they have a halfback rookie like Sam Walker coming in, and it's the back Like it's high quality, man. Like you got Josh Morris in there. You got Brett Morris, one of the best wingers in the league. James Tedesco. I think he's gonna be back for revenge as well. So to get look out for that. Look out for the look. Anyway, moving on. And yeah, like the back's amazing. They got the forwards. You got Angus Crichton, on the second row still. But you also got maybe for the second row it could be Satili to Manua. I'm not sure. It could be Fletcher Baker. I don't know who's gonna be second row with Angus Crichton, which is the biggest problem for them right now on the forwards. But other than that, they're a really high quality team. You know, you got Jake Friend, Joe Rigger-Hargreaves, Isaac Louis. You got Victor Raleigh in there, and I've seen the Roosters with a little bit of losses there. I think I have them in fifth place because I think we all seen their consistency last season, and I think like competing with other teams such as we all seen them lost against the Rabbitohs, and also the Storm, the Panthers as well, and I think they're gonna finish in fifth. I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh yeah, you're putting them there because you probably hate them. No, I don't really hate them, but I got one of my friends who actually subscribed to his channel. Shout out to him. He actually is he gets a bit confident about his team getting the premiership, go back to back, and I always tell him no, that's impossible for us to go for that. And I see the Roosters just finish off in fifth once again. So yeah, I think. Wait, hang on. Did the Roosters finish in fifth last season, or I think they finished in fourth. Yeah, they did finish fourth. So yeah, I think they'll miss out on the top four this time. And yeah. Okay, now I'm going to do my top four NRL predictions for 2021. So coming in number 4 is going to be the Penrith Panthers, and the reason why I got them in number 4 is that I think that the team is still a top 8 quality, absolutely. You know, I know a lot of people may have heard me. I don't know. I was looking at like predictions last time, and some of them were actually putting low, like 7th or 6th. And I think that the could have been like 6, and I did want a lot of people saying, be careful, the Panthers are going to be pretty close in the finals, and they're a pretty dangerous team. I mean, I gave them a warning after when in 2019, the Knights absolutely eliminated the Knights. I mean, I seen Nathan Cleary going there, and after when Nathan Cleary, our team were improving, I said, look, this is a team is going to learn a valuable lesson from there, and they had a pretty good start against the Roosters, and sure, like Nathan Cleary was out, but when Nathan Cleary came back in, the team was ready and set with full hunger and just eating eating everyone up except for the Eels at Bengals until the Eels versed them in there, and the Eels absolutely got harassed there, and they got absolutely just they were absolutely exhausted, and they were a team last year that they were so unbeatable, and I said, how I can't see any team, man, oh man, wow. Man, I said the Panthers are going to come 6, but I didn't realise that they're going to be invincible. Like, damn. Like, the Panthers, they got Jerome Luai in 5'8", they got Nathan Cleary, they got a new winger coming in from the Tigers, Robert Jennings. They got Paul Momorowski from the Centres, which I think bringing him into into the Panthers will be a pretty good signing, because the Panthers are young system over there with the Holden Cup is absolutely amazing, and I have heard about the 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 young system there, especially with Matt Burton. He made his debut after when him doing so well, scoring a couple of tries without any training at all. That's how good Matt Burton was, and like the players are really talented. They got a really good training system, and the training system got them in first place in 2020. And there is like an episode where it's like a series for them actually training there and seeing what was actually wrong. They were doing that during the COVID break, and I think if they can do that again, I think the coach, if Ivan Cleary can do that again, but like still be able to get in the top four, then yeah, I think that they can get in the top four again. But I just don't see him coming in first place, because you obviously got like other teams such as Melbourne and Souths, and also the Raiders competing there. Yes, I got the Raiders in third for a reason, and I know that may sound a bit surprising, but a lot of people actually put in third. But anyway, we're going to go for them sec, and I got the Panthers coming fourth, and I'm really confident that they're going to come in top four again. So yeah, I got a lot of YouTubers who support them, and go the mighty Penny Panthers. All right, moving on to number 3. All right, moving on to number 3 is the Canberra Raiders. Yep, I got the Canberra Raiders coming third. So obviously other people's predictions, I actually got them low until they have Josh Hodgson returning at hooker, and I just think that if Josh Hodgson doesn't get injured, then I think that the Raiders will be able to not only get in the top 4, but also be able to get their revenge. Like I said, they got an amazing halfback. That this guy is absolutely underrated, and his name is George Williams. This is the guy that you really need to be careful about. In the final series against Sharks, he absolutely just exposed him, and you find so many opportunities that to keep the Raiders in pace, and also to keep them in the game as well. And also they've got an amazing fullback, Charlie Clarkson. This guy's an absolute freak. And this guy is just absolutely just so fast that he can score tries out of nowhere, and he can break through spaces and that, and the Raiders back is absolutely amazing. I know Jack Wyden. I know I may have called him overrated, but him and George Williams will be a pretty good combination, and I think that's going to help Jack Wyden to be able to get some support there, and hopefully Jack Wyden can be able to keep it consistent and prove me wrong. But the thing is that the wingers, Jordan Rapana. Now, you may not know this, but I have given a lot of trash talk to Jordan Rapana, because this guy, in my opinion, is absolutely overrated. He was absolutely terrible against the Seagulls in 2020, and ever since then, he was absolutely just dog shit. He did fuck all in the rest of the season, and he did somehow did quite well against the Sharks, but other than that, he was pretty quiet, and he wasn't at his best. So the wing, I expect big things from Joe Rapana if he's gonna prove me wrong. And we also got Semi Valami, which this youngster, he can have some potential in himself to be able to be a young winger. He will take a couple of times. It will take much more time to be able to fit in the team, and I think he's going to fit in well. He could be a future star for the Canberra Raiders, and yeah. They also got Xavier Savage in there as well, alongside with Bailey Simpson. The wingers for me, they are a work. They are somehow a work in progress. Other than a questionable, being questionable for Jordan Rapana, if he can prove me wrong, because I think that Jordan Rapana and Jack White, in my opinion, are just overrated. And but I really want them to prove me wrong, because I think they can have a positive performance there, and yeah. But look at the forwards here. You got Corey Horsburgh. You got Corey Haranira. Darius Louis in prop. You got Elliot Whitehead. Joshua Tampine. You got the big man his man's absolute his man's just absolute danger of the field. Sorry if I pronounce his name wrong, but like this is the type of guy that can take your head off. We all seen him take his head off against Billy Slater in 2016, I believe. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna stay consistent with his penalties and that, and if he's able to keep the ball handling pretty good as well. And yeah. We got, and also got the hooker Josh Hodgson returning from there, and I think if Josh Hodgson doesn't get injured this time, I think the Raiders with him will get a lot of support, and I think they may potentially get in the top four, and they may get third, with not only the backs with George Williams and Jack Wyatt, but also I think that the Canberra Raiders with Ricky Stewart in there. I know that they may have lost John Bateman and Nick Kotrick, but I think that they're not really that big losses as you may think. Like the wingers, the wingers are a bit questionable at the moment, and yeah, the half, but like the halfback is just amazing as well, and the backs. It's still great. I mean, the wingers, the wingers are still a work in progress. Aside with questionable reason for Jordan Parner, but other than that, like the backs is all right. But like like the Raiders, they've got Josh Papali. He's gonna have a massive season as well. Especially winning State Origin for the Queensland side. And they also got Ryan James, Sylvia heavily, and they also got the bad boy himself, Tom Starling. Now I know that he has been having his off season, but I really want to see Tom Starling actually go well in this season, and hopefully he will not have another off season in the sense that he's going to ruin the forwards for them. In case if Hodgson does get injured again. And so for me, I don't know, but there are some positive vibes, and the team is looking strong. And I'm gonna say this right now, that the Canberra Raiders are going to get third place with George Williams is a player to be able to watch out with Jonathan Clarkson, and the backs, the forwards, it's looking good. And I expect, like, even though they got Joe Croker out injured, for how many rounds? Let me check. They got Joe Croker injured out for 2 rounds, which it's not a big deal. And I think that the Raiders will be able to get back on their feet. I think Rick Stewart will do a good job. He's a very critical and very strict coach, and I think that the Raiders may maybe able or potentially get in third place. I don't know. And yeah. Okay, coming in second place is a very a lot of fans are gonna hate me for this, or maybe not. But I do have second place here. The Melbourne Storm. I think the Melbourne Storm, they still have an absolute brilliant team. I do think that they are going to finish second once again. But the reason why they're also up in here is that surprisingly a lot of teams are putting them a bit down, and I think I have to like disagree with that, because their backs, they've got Ryan Pappenhausen, the Guy Hill Churchill medalist winner for 2020 during the 2020 grand final win. They've got Nicky Hughes, Jerome Hughes, Joshua Carr, Joshua Olam. They've got George Jennings there for some weird reason. They've got Karen Munster. They've got Bronco Lee as well, and the back's just absolutely just amazing, and I think that the Melbourne Storm back is just looking amazing, especially the forwards with Brandon Smith, the cheese. You got Dale Finucane, even though he's injured, I think he'll come back. Is he injured? Oh yeah, he is injured. His calf injury will be up until round 7, which it leads places for the lock as well. So that's such a kind of room there for the Storm there for lock as well. But they got like Roman's the second row. They've got the big man Nelson. Sorry. Funny thing is that my dad actually met him when he actually attended to my work. And this guy's an absolute giant. And if I was going to play him or even have a fight or beef with him, I would like stay away from him, because he's a man to not be able to mess around with. And But looking at the lock, like for the next 7 rounds, it's looking pretty awkward for the Storm here, for the forwards, and that's why I think that the Melbourne Storm for me, I going to get I do have a problem with the forwards, but I do think that the Storm, they do have a pretty decent side, but I think they're not going to get first place, because I think that momentum without Cameron Smith will possibly pull him down, and I got the Melbourne Storm coming in second. Okay, coming in number 1. I know a lot of people are gonna say that, nah man, this team's overhyped. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Now, coming in number 1 is a team that I know a lot of my fans who support this team are gonna go a bit wholesome. No offense, but they're gonna probably get excited for this. So coming number 1, that this team I really like, and this is the team that I think that could potentially win the premiership. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, nah, overhyped, but I have to disagree, because coming number 1 is indeed the South Sydney Rabbitohs. You should obviously know this by now, because like they're the only team that haven't been announced yet. And the reason why I got the South Sydney Rabbitohs in first place is that their team is just absolutely just amazing. I look at the forward pack here. They got who they got in fullback here. They have got Latrell Mitchell, which I think that it's going to be a big season for him. And if Latrell Mitchell can also stay fit as well, I think he's going to have a big season as well. You know, he wasn't a bad last season. He did get injured in that game against Parramatta, but like Latrell Mitchell, like absolutely just bombarded through the Eagles defense, and I think if he can get back to the form once again, like last season, then I think that Latrell Mitchell can be able to get back to his form, and it's going to be a really important year for him. And even Mr. Luke Sports even said, can he even win the Dally M? And I think there is a possibility, and that may sound crazy, But I think if he can be able to lead his team and to be able to control his team through here and there, I think that they can be able to get into the Mine Premiership. And also the reason why I've got South Sydney right here in first place, because they spend a lot of money as well, and I was seeing this on Mr. Luke Sports Channel as well, as this is the reason why South Sydney Rabbitohs need to win the premiership this year, because they spent so much money. Last season they absolutely just destroyed the Roosters. They were so courageous against the Panthers, and they were a team surely to be able to get into the grand final. And I think that this season that they're going to do this time. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh what about the Seagulls? The Seagulls they were so courageous against the South Sydney Rabbitohs, but then the season later they came down in 2020, and yeah, I agree, but the reason why is that because they lost Tom Trbojevic, and I think that if they don't get Latrell Mitchell injured, and they keep the backs pretty good and the forwards are pretty good as well, I think that the South Sydney Rabbitohs are going to improve from last year. They're going to be pretty hungry this year, and they could be an absolute contender for the premiership. They got like on the wings. They got Caleb Graham. They got Alex Johnson, the top try scorer for 2020. They've got Brian Burns for winger. Who else they got? They got the new signing Josh Mansour, which I don't think that Alex Johnson will get like a top try scorer, as like Nick Australia told me, saying I don't think Alex Johnson will get top try scorer because Josh Mansour is there, and like Josh Mansour is absolutely amazing winger there for South Sydney Rabbitohs, and like and there's no reason why he moved to South Sydney Rabbitohs, because like you guys may not know this, but also South Sydney Rabbitohs was his junior club that they first played for, and that's why he wanted to move here to South Sydney. It was his absolute dream, and I think that Josh Mansour is going to be able to play his hardest and be able to get back to the grand final just like he did last year, and I think he's going to win the premiership with the team that they first played ever since he was a kid, and I think that Josh Mansour will go good this season, even with Alex Johnson as well, and especially with Adam Reynolds in there. Like Adam Reynolds with his tornado kicks are going to be a big problem for the teams over there. Like Adam Reynolds is a big massive key for the backs. He's a really experienced player that is going to get them possibly in the grand final as well. And look at the forwards. They got hooker Damon Cook. They got Cameron Murray. They got Jay Arrow from the Ghost Titans. Even though a lot of people may say he's a bit overrated, I think that Jay Arrow will go good in lock if Cameron Murray may be on the bench. I'm not sure what they're doing that yet. They got Liam Knight. He was absolutely amazing. Mark Nichols. They got the big man Thomas Burgess as well. They got Tavita Tadiola, who was absolutely amazing last year as well. Joshua Cook, James Su'ua, and yeah, they got a lot of big names in the forwards as well. Like the South Sydney Rabbitohs, they have some big strong players. I know they don't have the Sam Burgess. I know they don't have George Burgess. No, but like the thing is, like they can't always use like strength in this and that. They got to use the brains and also the sensibility of the game as well. And they also got to got to use that momentum to able to push them forward. If they don't have Sam Burgess or even George Burgess or even like other players that have left the South Sydney Rebels, I'm not sure, but like the South Sydney Rebels are going to have a massive year. They're going to be a team that don't want to like lose anything. But and yeah, I think the South Sydney Rebels are going to get the Mayan Premiership. I'm not sure when the last time South Sydney Rebels ever got the Mayan Premiership, because like over the last few years in the early 2000s, South Sydney were shit a long time ago in the early 2000s. And obviously 2014 was when they spent so much money in the squad, and that's when they won the Premiership. And it's kind of getting to the same form. And I think this is a year that they may be able to do it. And yeah, I've got South Sydney Rebels getting the minor Premiership. So, who's going to be in my 2021 NRL Grand Final? Well, to be honest, like you probably all know that if you didn't see me on Instagram Live or NRL Wars Fanatics or Nick from Australia or NRL Vid 090, or even the other live streams on YouTube during trials matches, you may obviously know who is my grand final. I've been saying it so many times. I've been saying this is my dream grand final. And my prediction for the 2021 Grand Final is going for 2021. I did say NRL anyway. So my prediction for 2021 for this Grand Final is going to be the South Sydney Rabbitohs versus the Melbourne Storm at AZ Stadium or / Australian Stadium. I don't know why they changed it to Australia Stadium Stadium Australia, because I don't know. But anyway, I have got the South Sydney Rabbitohs versus the Melbourne Storm at AZ Stadium in the grand final, and my winner and your premiers for my prediction for the NRL Total Premiership 2021 is going to be, drum roll, the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Yes, that's right, people. I think that the South Sydney Rabbitohs, in my opinion, have potential. They can work with it. You know, that they got Wade Bennett. Like, a lot of people may say that they're like overhyped. Yeah, maybe Latrell Mitchell may get injured, but you guys got to like remember, this team has been coached by a guy who coached the worst Queensland team ever. If he can coach the worst Queensland team ever to win State Origin, then I just think that Wayne Bennett can coach South Sydney Rabbitohs to be able to win the premiership. You know, this man has got so many good wins on his belt. You know, with the Dragons and with the Broncos as well. And like I said, like I think that Wayne Bennett is going to lead them into the grand final, and I think they're gonna have a big talk, and I think they're going to be this kind of this young side. You know, like I see it as like a young side. Like, it seems pretty stereotypical because, you know, like the Bunnies, you know they're small and this and that, but like if you're going cute, you know, they go, they don't mess around with them, this and that. But like, you know what I mean. You know, like they have spent so much money, and they are getting to this day that if the South Sydney Rabbitohs do not win premiership, we may never know when they're going to win another one again. It could be in a while. I'm not going to say it's going to be freaking 30 years and not going to win the premiership, or 20 years. What I'm going to say is that they really needs to win the premiership this year to be able to save the legacy and save the image as well. And yeah, I think that the South Sydney Rabbitohs are going to win the premiership in 2021, and that is going to be my 2021 NRL ladder predictions. I hope you guys all enjoy. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And yes, this is going to be the last time you're going to ever see me post recently or even this active, because I will be leaving to Melbourne on Monday for about like 2 weeks. And yeah, I do apologize if my presentation to these teams were a bit awkward, a bit silent, because I may have you may have heard me or may have felt that I was a bit guilty. But this team is not in these places. But hey, here's my opinion. So please don't attack me. This is my predictions, and yeah. Anyway, guys, this has been National Sports Loaded. Take care and peace.